Hi everyone, how's it going? Well, according to some, this might sound weird. Why are you comparing this fixed prime 2.8 versus the 200 to 500 5.6, which is a new kid on the block? Well, according to the charts that I've seen in the DxOMark, which is a very, respected website for checking the performance of the lenses, 400mm 2.8 VR is the best performing telephoto lens. And comparing this to 200 5.6 is like, checking how good the 200 500 against the best performing lens, best performing telephoto lens. So 200 to 500 comes out with the lens hood, with of course the manual and with its case, and it easily attaches to the lens, and it's very light in comparison to the 400 to 8. As you can see, it has many buttons, and one of them is the lock button. You can hold it from the lens color pretty easily to carry it, and this is the size difference in between the two lenses. Check that out. Well, without the lens hood, this is how the lenses look like, and look at the huge diameter difference in between the 2.8 versus a 5.6 lens. I can easily handhold the 5.6, but 2.8 is too heavy to lift up with one hand. It is 4.6 kgs. The other one is almost 2 kg. So to see the performance of the 5.6, here are some example pictures. It has nice bokeh, I need to say, and it's good for wildlife photography too. But I have to say, it was not really easy to focus with this lens to the fast subjects like a flying duck, for example. It wasn't really easy. And the sharpness is great actually with this lens, as I told you earlier. The bokeh sharpness is great. You can check this, image and see the crop of it. So let's compare the two lenses. This one is the 5.6 and this is the 2.8. You can see the bokeh difference easily. Again, 5.6 and 2.8. Look at the difference. Here are some more photos. 5.6 is the first one, 2.8 is the second one. Check out the background in here. You will see with 2.8 it's much more smoother. And especially in this photo, just concentrate on the people at the background. You see the people on the background on the right top corner of the image. Just concentrate on them. You see how they will melt away in 2.8. Of course, I added the pictures in the full resolution in my website, which is biglensadventures.com. So if you go there to my website, on the left hand side you're going to see the blog. Check out the blog, and in between the blog posts you're going to see the 200 500 versus 400 to 8. And if you go on top of the images, just right click, save them to your computer and compare it yourself. So here's my 2 cents about the two lenses. 200 500 5.6 is a very good lens. So if you're a beginner in wildlife photography, you should definitely start with the 200 to 500. It's not too heavy. 2 kg is really hand holdable, and the VR is working fine, vibration reduction. And I also need to say it's a very sharp lens, and you'll get really satisfying results with it. However, if you compare it with 400 to 8, of course, 2.8 is a much brighter lens, and you're going to have the when you look through the viewfinder, it's going to be much brighter. And of course, you can use converters with the 400 2.8. It makes sense to to use converters with this lens. So when I look at from the price perspective, I think 200 500 is a really big bang for your buck. So I really think if you're, a beginner in wildlife photography, you should definitely start with 200, 500, and if you are serious about wildlife photography, 400 2.8 is a magnificent lens. And I actually wanted to find out also the, bokeh performance. 5.6 has a very pleasing bokeh. And a little tip for you in here, some of you might be interested in getting the new 300 f4 VR. However, I checked all the images in the, internet to find out the bokeh performance of this lens. And according to me, 300 f4 has a very unpleasing bokeh. 200 500 has a much more pleasing bokeh than the 300 f4. Since I had the 1.7 teleconverter, I wanted to test the focusing speed of the both lenses. So, as you know, both lenses have the autofocus limiting. So you can either use the full range distance or you can limit the distance so the autofocus gets faster. So I tried both lenses naked with focus limit and without the focus limit, and then teleconverter attached with focus limit and without it. So the results came really interesting. Check it out. It seems to me that when the teleconverter is attached, 200 to 500, when it's in the full distance, it's working faster than when you limit its focus. Just check that out. When both of them are in the full range without the teleconverter, sure, 400 to 8 is much faster than 200 to 500. When you limit their focus, 400 to 8 is still faster than it, but in the full range, they are almost the same. And that was really interesting to find out. I don't know why it is like that actually. So if any of you guys out there have an idea, just, type in the comment either here or in the blog post in biglensadventures.com. Take care and don't forget to subscribe, comment and share.